Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. This is general or collective, so parts may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and just leave the rest. If it's been a while since I posted this, it's still the perfect time for you to watch it. Having said that, if it has been a while, what was going on in your life back then, that could give you further clarity as to your situation now. Okay, the underlying energy for this reading is the Three of Swords. Well, we can see when we look at this, there's some sort of heartache or, something that's happened, a need for an apology or healing of the heart. This is, there's three swords in this person's heart. But when you look again, you realize the heart is actually quite big in context with the swords. So it is something that can be recoverable. This is saying, quite often, the swords represent the energy of air, and the element of air is about, your thoughts, basically, mental intelligence and discipline of the mind. And so the sword energy can be representing the thoughts that people have, and how do we express our thoughts through words that could be spoken or written. And this is talking about possible gossip, slander, harsh words being spoken. If it's romantic love, it definitely could be a third-party energy in a couple that's divided them. The heart's in the throat, so that can represent an energy of being afraid to speak your truth, and maybe even something you've read, I don't know, that's coming up, or something you've seen. And then we have the battle star energy for the underlying energy from my oracle, Tales from the Vector. And my oracle is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And this is one of the seven stellar sisters of the Pleiades. And we have the seven stellar crystal here is the artwork in the background that is representing this crystal. It aligns chakras. So we're talking about having courage, and the stellar sisters they're from the Pleiades, and they represent the energy of our chakras. So this is about solar plexus energy, which is courage. And so it's going to take courage for you to overcome this heartbreak and heartache. But I feel that, you are working on it, because it's the main theme of this reading. So let's see what's going on. We do have the Three of Pentacles. And the pentacle energy is health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. So it doesn't necessarily have to be heartbreak over love. It could be over anything, basically. And this card is representing, the pentacle energy is about matters of the earth, and represents the element of earth. So it is shaped like a coin, because the coin actually represents money, and money is a very important part of our 3D world. The thing is that you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want, though. So this is talking about lifestyle. It's saying that you're in a highly elevated position. You've reached you've mastered a skill set, and you're starting to be recognized by other people for your skill. So this is really good energy. The bench represents you're on an elevated position, and the spotlight is on your work. This person is doing this beautiful stonework here. And there's people here that want to collaborate with you. Quite often this card does represent like a star energy, an energy of, special talent. It could be, anyone can sing, but can you sing well enough to attract thousands of people to come and see you at a concert and pay good money for it? It's that type of energy. So this definitely does represent the entertainment industry. It could be directors, producers, that sort of thing, wanting, if you're in a band or you're a singer, maybe wanting to produce your music and put you on tour. Could be, and you could be an actor, an actress, or, on the stage, or in Hollywood type energy, and they're asking you to come and audition for the lead role in something. This could represent, you might be a really talented athlete, And these could be scouts coming to give you a scholarship if you come to their college or university, or better yet, you're already there and now they want you to try out for the pro team. It's that sort of energy. You're in it, definitely, rising above. This quite often can represent artists of all kinds. And the thing is about this industry, and not just these industries, but quite often in these industries, there is a lot of secret society energy. And so they have their own rituals, their own ways of doing things, their own rules that they play by. And if you don't play by their rules, well then, it's not good for you. And we're seeing that in the news a lot these days. So it's talking about, if you are having people coming to collaborate with you, this card is saying to make sure that you check out the contract very carefully. Don't get your parents to look at it unless they're lawyers. Get a lawyer that specializes in that type of energy. That's what they do, is deal in those kinds of contracts, because history is rife with people who have signed contracts and then really been disappointed in their lifestyle, and also have been breadcrumbed, like everybody else is making the money and they aren't. This energy is talking about the Knight of Pentacles, so some sort of communication is coming in about Pentacle energy, so this could be really, really good news. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest of all the knights in the deck, but when he comes in with an offer finally, it's usually a solid offer. I mean, his horse is literally at a standstill. He could have a board meeting with himself just to brush his teeth. It can be really frustrating waiting for this energy to come in. But it looks like if that's been part of the issue here, you're arriving to that point. And this again is just saying, make sure that be like the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles takes his time to make sure that the contract is solid, that this is what he really wants to sign up for, especially if it's for an extended period of time and it's, a serious, career move or business move. Looking into doing the research, doing everything properly, and hiring the proper lawyers to make sure the contracts are solid. It's repeating the warning again. We have the Three of Wands energy talking about standing on the precipice of change. You're on one horizon overlooking into the other, and the water is golden from the sun shining on it. The ships are sailing by, and this guy is thinking, I might just hop on one of those ships and go on a little adventure. And that could be the energy that you're feeling right now. Sometimes this energy can be maybe after a breakup of some sort. In romantic, it could be, something happened maybe with a third party energy here. And you're maybe leaving being a couple and going single. Your partner could have cheated on you and now you left, or maybe they left to be with someone else. Or you could be that person that's leaving a couple to be with third party energy. It just depends. Or maybe you're just going out there single. And I feel like that, or maybe this could represent, for some, it's coming up, that you've been single a long time and you're thinking, well, if there's some sort of opportunity that came up. This does not have to be about romantic love. The ones are about passion for sure. They represent the element of fire, and they're made of wood because the wood fuels fire to take passionate action. But this quite often can be entrepreneur energy as well, where you have a solid business where you're at and you're wanting to maybe go overseas with it or go global in some way, maybe start franchises, expand your business. And even it could be just wanting to expand your social life. But whatever it is, you're feeling very passionate about it right now. And maybe you haven't felt that way for a long time because of this energy. And it's taking you a lot of courage to put yourself back out there in that way. We do have the Earth Angel energy, and this is talking about being on your destined path and being devoted to that. So it could represent this energy where you need to get back out there and do your thing and all that, but you're just maybe feeling a little bit like not sure that you are going to enjoy it. That's the energy I'm getting more than anything. I feel that you will. It's just that it's taking time for you to heal from this energy. And but you do have the courage to do it, because this energy is coming in, definitely. It's like you're about to meet maybe people that you really can work with, or people that you really can, that would be good friends, that it's people that you understand and they understand you, and they're on the up and up. And so it could be like, some people call that tribe. I don't know, a lot of tribes fight with other tribes, so I don't know if I want to be part of a tribe. In any case, a few good people is good. And then we have this energy is quite often referred to as the Earth Angel card. And this is because in the Bible it says that God sends 144,000 chosen ones to come down, and they have very high spiritual vibration, like an earth angel, and they add their own special talents and alchemy to the universal pool. And we can see she's got her right foot, which is talking about taking action, and it's in this pool of water. And then we have this energy of the left foot is grounded on earth, and right where it is, that's where she's already growing beautiful flowers here. So this is about staying on your path of glory, and just following the sun. Basically, the sun represents God's energy. We have a major transition coming here. So I feel that this energy here, this energy feels heavy. And I feel that's representing this energy, and now it's saying, okay, you're getting back into your own. You've taken the time to heal from this, and now it's time for a major transition in your life. It's time to have fun again. It's time to go on an adventure. It's time to get back in your, not your old self, because you're not going to be your old self, but a more wise and happy version of yourself. And then this is saying that this card, a lot of times people are afraid of it. Don't be afraid of this card. It's just talking about one cycle ending and another beginning. It's not predictive at all. And this is talking about, the Grim Reaper. Yes, the Grim Reaper is here. And this older person is saying, we don't want you in our town. We don't want your change. But, we all know the saying goes that, the two things we can rely on are death and taxes. But the other thing we can rely on is change. Change happens every second of every minute of every day. We may or may not acknowledge it. We usually don't actually acknowledge change until it's something that hits with enough impact that then something changed. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel that's representing getting out of this energy and having more fun again, being more adventurous and getting out there. There's two young children here. One of them is holding a flower, and that's saying, I'm ready for the change. Come through town. They could be from a very small town, and if you've ever been there, when a stranger comes to town and he looks interesting, everybody wants to, yay, there might be something new. And we do have, this is a love of the new, a rebirth, moving forward. And we do have a king that's been trampled underfoot here. And that's just representing that, it's not representing an actual person, but it's representing systems that are changing. And they are always changing, but then this is okay, now it's very different from what it was before. And sometimes that can involve governments and that type of energy, and sometimes it can just involve whether we're single or we're married or we're employed and then the next day we're not. It's those kinds of things. And it also could be something just as simple as you've always had a hobby that you just love, and you wake up one morning and you're like, I don't feel like doing that anymore. And everybody's like, what? You love doing that, and used to is how you feel. And they're like, what are we going to get you for Christmas now? Because they could always, that was that you really were into it, and all of a sudden it's just overnight, it feels like. But it's probably been a gradual change that you've been feeling, but you just didn't notice it until okay, it was strong enough that I really do feel this way. And we have, I feel this energy was about healing this energy here. This is wanting peace of mind. This person's in a church, or it looks like a place of worship, and they've put their mind to rest. And they're doing that by hanging their subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind on the wall, and praying and meditating. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because my cat's on my lap, and she's got happy feet, and she's purring, and you almost fell off my lap because she's in the zone. So she likes this reading. You almost fell off. You were going so far. She's purring so hard, and her feet are moving so fast that she lost her balance. Okay, don't be chewing on the mic now. So if you're hearing weird noises in the background, that's my cat. Her job is to sit and purr and raise the vibration. A cat's purr actually does raise the vibration to a healing energy, and it can lower blood pressure. So take that in. So this is saying, ready, just quieting the mind, and meditation and prayer, and really just wanting to feel from your heart. Okay, what are my authentic desires? And on this stained glass window, we have the word Pax, P-A-X, and that means peace of mind. We have, disappointment in love. So I feel that that's what this is about. This can be disappointment in love, or disappointment in something that you love to do. And it could have been even disappointed in friends, family, that type of energy. The Four of Cups is talking about, we have the 3 cups lined up here. Now, if it has something to do with romantic love, that quite often can represent this third-party energy. We have 2 cups, and then we have a third one. And so in romantic love, this could be a couple and then a third-party energy. And sometimes this 4th cup can represent, there could be a pregnancy involved, which is very awkward, especially if it's not with your significant other, but with someone else. So this would be very disappointing. And also there's an energy, well, the baby isn't a disappointment though. The babies are always a gift. But if your partner has someone else is having a baby with someone else, that would be challenging. And so then we have also this energy of, this could be 3 strikes, you're out kind of energy. You've given someone 3 chances and they're asking for a 4th. Now that could be anyone. That could be a romantic, it could be a friends, family, partners, business partners, whatever that is. And it can also talk about, maybe doing your best to launch something 3 times and it just didn't take in a business or whatever. Or you've had 3 different relationships and they all kind of fell flat, that type of energy. So let's see. You could sit under the tree for the rest of your life and be disappointed like this. I mean, this is saying you do need to take the time to heal from this, but you don't want to sit there for the rest of your life because, hey, the universe is saying, hey, take this cup. This is a new offer. And we have justice coming in for whatever happened here. And this would be the justice, I feel, is just having the courage to heal so that you can have love in your life again or do what you love to do again, maybe in a different way, and it'll be even better. This is talking about, the sword of justice. It's double-edged, and so if you're on the right side of spiritual and physical law, this is definitely going to be a blessing coming in. And if you're on the wrong side, it's going to be you've been caught, and now you're going to have to deal with the consequences. We do have her right foot forward, just like here. So I feel like this is really about living the lifestyle you want to live and doing what you love to do and being in this energy again. And I feel like this is indicative of that happening now. And the veil behind her is representing the thin veil between the spiritual realm and the physical, and also between your intuition and your logic. We do have immature competition here. This card is sitting right on this energy of the shift. And I do feel this is talking about people from your past. This is the only card in the tarot where the people are actually adolescent. and, you know, fighting it out like this. Sometimes this is sibling rivalry, or it can be like friendships, you know, that, you know, you thought they were a really good friend and then you find out that they were actually in competition with you. This is kind of representing people in your inner circle that maybe instead of, oh, excuse me, hold on a second. I didn't realize that timer was on. All right, so this is people that maybe in your inner circle that you just don't resonate with anymore. Something happened here though, and they may have been involved because it's sitting here with justice. And this transition is like, I feel you've had to decide who you're going to engage with it, anymore and who you're not going to. And it could have been a really challenging, this is quite often talking about a heartbreaking decision that has to be made. And we have the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands is talking about you definitely taking action now and moving out of this energy. It's interesting because I feel like the justice is, there's like, for every action they've taken, the redemption from karma is coming towards them. They're going to have to deal with it. And this is also speaking of the actions that that you're taking to get away from this energy and to step into new. It definitely also, this card sometimes represents conception. So it could be an energy of someone's conceived a child. It's coming up again. All right, from the bottom to the top and back down again, we have the, you know, you're in an elevated position. Be very careful. Make sure that you check out all the information to make sure. Now, this could have been the energy that from the past, and you know, now the information's coming in, and now that you have what's really going on, what went on, that's when you decide, okay, this can even be changing location, moving to another part of the country, or even moving to a new country, or just moving to a new city, or just moving, you know, from wherever you are to a new house or apartment or whatever. This temperance, so that energy there, I feel like there could have been a conception somewhere here in a third party energy. So it was a big blow up. I feel it was a very challenging thing, and unfortunately I feel it may also have involved someone very close to you that was involved with your partner, that type of thing, someone you considered a friend, or you know, family members, whatever this was about, business, whatever. And this is making a transition, and this is talking about really making a big one, and that could involve, it's sitting on this energy of moving, but this is also talking about moving into your new energy of you. We have, I'm going to clarify with the oracle cards, and the numbers on these cards represent the paintings as they're listed on my oracle. And I'll put them in the description box below so that you can take a look there if you want to go to the website and take a look at the paintings. They might give you further clarity. There's a lot of energy around. It's almost like a half and half romantic and half, romantic and friends, more on the personal side. And then the other half, I feel like it's something that happened in business, or it could have been both. We have the High Priestess energy here. Use your intuition. That's what this is saying. Definitely use your intuition. That's what the High Priestess does to come to strong solutions and be able to move forward. Lack of awareness. I feel like on some level, like you knew something was going on, but maybe didn't know to the extent. And so this is talking, you know, about never underestimate the power of willful ignorance. Like we can be in this energy of, you know, we kind of know, but we don't really want to take a look at it because we don't want to think that people that close to us would do something, you know, that would really harm us. And then this is talking about a lot of missed opportunities because of it. And that most definitely does affect your pentacle energy then. So it's not necessarily that you're totally lack of, that you're unaware, but you were unaware of the extent to which it was going. Indifference, yeah. You know, when people say, "Oh, we're all in it together," and you know, but it's progress for them because they're working together to, you know, have this pentacle energy, and you're basically, I feel like you were left on your own. Yeah, because the tower hit. That's what I feel happened here. And that, you know, that could be a significant other and your business or whatever, because quite often the people that we're close to are the ones that we do business with as well, and or, you know, have a business with. So the tower, it does say divorce on here. That it could be in this instance, but the tower in my oracle it says divorce, but it's saying the worst divorce would be from source. So the worst divorce would be is if you got taken off your destined path and became indifferent like these people. You're better off being in this energy than being in their energy right now, for sure, with this coming in. I can feel it. And then we have the Libra energy. So Libra is talking about being a mature adult and being ready to socialize in a proper way. When I say proper, I don't mean stuffy or that type of energy. I mean where you understand, like if you get into a committed relationship, especially if you're planning to have children and start a family and get married and all of that, this is the marriage card. And it's also the card of justice. And it's talking about justice in that. Maybe if this was going back a while, maybe this energy here, it could have been that you weren't quite mature enough, your partner wasn't quite mature enough, and you had unreal expectations about what marriage and, you know, how those things are supposed to work out. And so this is saying, though, that you can anticipate a strong future now because you're more in this energy. And I want to point out, when horoscope signs come up, I'm not talking about a specific person. I'm talking about the quality of that sign, the state of being. So this is like Libra energy is when you're a responsible adult and you're balanced in your energy. The scales of justice are the glyph for Libra. And in your own reading here, there could be a Libra involved, but you need to use your intuition on that. We do have the Earth Star. So this is about manifesting at a high level after being, and it's also from the sacral energy. I do feel there's an opportunity for new love coming in here. I don't know that you've really, you're not quite there yet, but this is you preparing for it, if that makes sense to you. And, you know, even maybe wanting to go on a vacation and just take off on your own and be single for a while, you know, and just realize, you know what, I'd rather just focus on myself right now and get my shift together. And then when I'm ready, I'll think about getting into another relationship or starting another business or whatever. This definitely would be a great time, though, if you have an idea for something, to really look into the research of it and start moving forward in it, because it might be just the ticket. If you've had, if this is heartbreak over love, sometimes when we put all that passion we had for someone that wasn't treating us well in the, and we're feeling disappointed, if we pour all that energy into our business instead, it can be very lucrative. All right, I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. Thank you for your time and energy. And thanks again for your likes and comments and subscribes. I'll be back with another random reading for you soon. Bye for now.